All right, what is up, everyone? OG over here from Player Essence, and I forgot to do something. Let me do this real quick. Shout outs to everyone here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do want to make a little bit of a statement first before anything else, guys, because there are certain people who are watching. I'm not going to say anything else outside of that, but for those and to everybody, welcome to my show over here on Player Essence. And I will kind of talk about my right as pretty much just a person to talk to my viewers about making sure that they live a great life, making sure that they don't surround themselves with toxic people, making sure that they live the best life that they can. So once again, I'll say it now and I'll always say it again. Make sure you don't surround yourself with non-crazy people. Surround yourself with non-toxic people. Surround yourself with people that are going to be loving, caring, and are going to do the best in everybody's interest, not just their own. Surround yourself with great people. And this is not talking about anybody in particular in terms of my own life or anybody else's. I'm just simply giving you guys great advice to surround yourselves with loving and caring people. And I might be dealing with certain things or not. I'm not going to say anything one way or another, but I'll just say surround yourselves with great people that are non-toxic, that are going to do the best for you. And I'm talking to you guys as my viewers. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And this is the advice that I give to my viewers because I care about them. So yes, surround yourselves with nice people, with non-toxic people, and live the best life that you can. And take your life is going to have ups and downs, but take it in stride. Do the best that you can. Be authentic to yourself. And, you're not always, everything's not always going to go your way, right? You're going to have some things that are up and down. Once again, this is advice to my users, okay? Everything's not always going to go your way, right? Everything's not always going to go your way. There are going to be times where life gets you down, but you just got to keep going, man. Like, you just got to, kind of cut through the BS, making sure that you just live your life. And at some point, you got to move on. And you got to get rid of dead weight or get rid of people that are toxic in your life. And that's pretty much that's for anybody, not talking about anybody in particular or any names or anything like that. Just saying in particular, there's always going to be toxic people around you, and do your best to get rid of those people and move on with your life, just plain and simple. This is advice that people come to me personally for. This is advice that I'm simply giving to you guys watching my show, because this is a show, not talk about anybody in particular. So I just want to say once again, guys, live the best life that you can, and remove toxic people. Remove toxic people from your life. And that's what I try to do. That's what I try to live by. And just like I said, not talk about anybody in particular, just going forward and making sure that you can do the best that you can as a person, as a human, as an individual. And that's advice that I'm giving to you guys. Once again, no particulars, no names, no nothing. Just simply giving you guys advice about removing toxic people from your life. Because it does work if you try it. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So that's that. All right. So, or stepping away from toxic people, all right. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's move on to the, next thing here, guys. Ninja News. So Ninja News, guys, we had some interesting developments when it comes to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Last night we played a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's talk about this Ninja. Well, actually more like community news, I guess, right? You guys are getting a lot better in Smash Brothers. Like, you guys are getting a lot better. I see a lot more advanced movement. I see a lot of cool things from you guys. We had a nice live stream with hundreds of people that tuned in. I played for 4 hours against you guys, and nobody got a second round of 3. So that's how long we played. It was freaking nuts, man. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I played, like I said, I gave everybody 3 games, so 3 matches, 3 stocks apiece. And it was a lot of fun. I had so much fun playing against you guys. And yeah, thank you for coming out to the stream. Guys, if you want to get in on the action, I saw a lot of people saying, man, I want to play. Guys, if you want to get in, we're only 8 away from our Elite Ninja goal, guys. If you want to join in on the action, we're going to be pretty much playing. Wednesdays are guaranteed for games at night, but then also we're going to be playing on the weekends as well. So we're going to have a second session on the weekend. So if you want to get in on the Ninja action, you want to get in on the Super Smash Brothers and other stuff as well, make sure you guys join up. Oh, snap. Who's this? Whose man is this? With the Toby Buster! Whose man is this? Tintin? What? Tintin Thomas? What? That's the first Toby Blaster that I've seen from you. Maybe, I don't think it's your first donation, but it's definitely the first Toby Blaster. Thank you so much, Tintin Thomas. My boy, triple T's. Triple T in the house. Tintin with the 15. He says, testing the Streamlabs thingy. Play a dope Smash track. Absolutely. My boy Tintin Thomas coming through with that ninja support. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. It means the world to me, especially in these times. Guys, like I said, dealing with some things. But you know what? At this point, I'm just like, go forward. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we can go. Whatever issues you guys are having, sorry, I gotta, you inspired me with this, man. Whatever issues you guys are having, any type of thing, you must move forward. You've got to cut off people. You've got to move forward with your lives, guys. Like, I know some people came up to me and saying, yo, OJ, man, like, you know, I'm dealing with this person or I'm dealing with this thing and I don't know how to deal with it. And I'm saying, look, you've got to move forward, man. So today for me, it's straight up just moving forward. It's like, I'm not looking back. I'm not worrying about other things. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, what about this and what about that? No, it's only forward. The people who want to rock with me, you're here. You want to rock with me. The people who don't want to rock, get off the bus. You know what I'm saying? You can get checked at the door. We're not trying to have you here. So thank you, Tintin Thomas. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. Let's go and let's get your a dope Smash track for you. So I've already played the hell out of the Gangplank Galleon. That track is so fire, man. I love that track. But let's play another track. Let's see here. Let's play some. Oh, we gotta. Oh, this goes, guys. This goes with anything. How does it sound, my boys? The Toby Blaster should have more sound. Oh, yeah, the Toby Blaster will have more sound. It does. I had the desktop audio turned down. So let me replay that so you guys can hear it. I think you guys can hear that, right? Louder? Is it too low? How about now? How about now, guys? Low? How about now? Still too low? A bit louder? How about now? That's okay? All right. This goes with anything. This goes with anything, guys. All right, so let's continue on here. Also, shout outs to MP6 channel with the subscription. Thank you so much and welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. I appreciate you being here, my boy. You guys give some love to MP6 channel with the subscription. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Shout outs to the Twitch boys. Shout outs to everyone here. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Let's get it going, guys. So, shout outs. I think we're done with Ninja News. Shout outs for the day. We got to make sure we give you guys some love. If you're in the chat, you want me to say what's up to you, make sure you say hi to me in the chat and I'll read off some names. Let me go ahead and let me put my boy Tintin, who's become the stream boss. So as you guys can see here, my boy Tintin is up right over here. Who can knock my boy Tintin out? We'll have to wait and see, but he's the boss of this stream so far. Let's go, Tintin. It's a lowercase t. Tintin Thomas. Thank you for the Streamlabs donation, homie, for the Toby Blaster of the day. Appreciate that. All right, so shout outs to Rufus, Tension 2002, Elite Ninja Rufus, my bad. Quantum Ellis here, shout outs. Mod Extraordinaire, Jetty Plus is here, Elite Ninja Jetty Plus. Good games last night, by the way, Jetty. I'm gonna play you with my actual main next time that we play. I forgot that you're like you're pretty good at the game. Shout outs to L Tubes. Says Flash Kick. Let's go. Shout outs to Ninja L Tubes. Pain Fat Purple. What's up, man? FF and Pokemon. What's good? Darth Wesker. What's good? Dank Meme. Lion Star. What's good, man? How's it going? The Toby was too low. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change. Let me change the audio on the. I'm gonna change the audio on the Toby Blasters. I gotta change the audio on the Toby Blasters. Let me see. I gotta change the audio on the Toby Blasters. So alert box. Okay. Thank you. Alright, so let's see here. Donations. Alert variations. Edit. The sound volume is pretty high on it. I think it's like 50. Let's go. We'll put up to 50. Put the 55. 57? Yeah, 57. Alright. Some of them might be low, but at least the 15 is good. Alright, let's keep it going here. Bertram Bieber. Bieber. The Biebs. Hunter64, Elite Ninja, what's up? Robert, what's good, Robert? Robert R. Shout out to Elite Ninja Robert's here. What's good? Viking Nation. Jetty Plus, once again. Ian Morley, what's good? Artist Akira says, I want to go back to the gym. Me too, man. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, guys? Death Wish, what's good? Death Wish Cassidy. Ian Morley, what's good? How you doing, Ian? MTY 1983, good to see you back, my man. It's been a little bit. Good to see you here, of course. Xavier Quaseda. XQ. What's good, man? Party Man. Always ready to start a party. That almost beating freaking Dr. Mario. But you're a Mario main in Smash 4, so I can see why you're already good with Dr. Mario. Let's see here. Nathaniel E's here. Show us my PC gaming setup. I don't really got anything special, my boy. I already showed you guys my laptop. I got a gaming laptop, but it's really for editing. And I got like a 2015 iBuyPower PC. It's just like a GTX 970 or 960, like EVA 4GB super clock something. I mean, i7 processor, nothing special. Nothing special. Alonzo Vines, what's good, man? How you doing, Alonzo? Kitsune 84, what's good? He says, man, I suck at Smash. You'll get better if you keep playing with us. You'll get better. Let's see here. Although I am thinking about doing group training sessions, like where I kind of just go through and we just talk about the mechanics of Smash and getting better and stuff like that. I'm thinking about it because a lot of you guys don't know where to start, and a lot of you guys can't do the Hokage tier for individual private lessons. So I will say that I do have a private lessons that I do. If you guys want to get in on that, just let me know. I do have private lessons, and I'll probably start doing individual lessons to where you don't have to sign up on Patreon, to where you can just do individual lessons and pay for those. So I do have that. So if you're interested in that, let me know and we can work out something. But it won't be like the Hokage tier. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people who are bad at Smash, but I mean, getting good at Smash, really, it doesn't take too long to get good, in my opinion. Yo, shout outs to Ms. Velvet. Renangon, Ms. Velvet. Thank you so much, Velvet. I appreciate the long-term support. Christian Kunani, what's up, my boy? Anthony Rudd is here. We still doing a pizza stream? Yes, the pizza streams are coming. Pizza streams are coming. I got everything set up for the pizza stream. I just gotta, I'd really want to start those in 2019. I mean, I want to get some better furniture for my, I want to get like a new couch, because like the couch in my living room is super uncomfortable. I'll be honest, guys, I bought the couch for my living room back when I really didn't have a lot of money. Because I was moving into this house. Oh no, where was I? I was moving into an apartment, and like, you know, and it was just like a lot of money. I was spending like a lot of money on things, so I just kind of bought some like cheap couches, and the couch is fine, but it's not really comfortable. Like, it's not super comfortable for gaming either, you know. So, so I'm planning on like getting some new furniture. So I want to wait till 2019, so I'll have a little bit more money maybe in 2019 to buy some new furniture. Then we can do the whole pizza stream. So, but yeah, I kind of want to decorate the living room a little bit. It's empty as hell, man. Let's see here. Pizza beanbag chair. Yeah, man, that'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. But yeah, pizza streams are coming though. Pizza streams are coming. Need a lazy boy. Yeah, I'm thinking about some type of like lazy boy, like basically getting like a set. I want to get like a set, like a lazy boy, like a 2-piece, and then like another, like the lazy boy. Yeah, lazy boy 2-piece and a 3-piece. And then I want to get some like, I don't know. I need an interior designer because my living room is too big, but I'm the only one who lives here. So it's like I want to get like I want to design the whole living room, but I don't know how to design the living room, and I hate the carpet in the living room too. I don't like the carpet either. So but first, what I want to do is I want to get this room designed though, because I bought a table. We're gonna be getting some gear reviews and stuff like that. I'm gonna be reviewing some gear being sent to me, so, or like tech, you know. So I want to start reviewing that type of stuff. So I got a table being sent to me. I want to get this wall set up like a nice like set. I'm not really sure, like a kind of like something kind of cool or modern. Gaming wise, and I kind of want to get the walls painted. Like I kind of want to do a lot of different stuff with the room, so I kind of want to do that first before I do the living room, because this is where you guys see me most of the time. So yeah, man. So yeah, pizza stream tension 2002 pizza stream. And not even chef. I just cook a pizza. I just like a frozen pizza, and we eat pizza and we chill and we talk about stuff. We can talk about like viral stuff on the internet. We can chill and talk about different video games. It's literally gonna just be we chill. We all eat. You guys make a pizza. I make a pizza, and like we just sit down and like here's the thing. We all put in the pizza at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't come there with pizza. So it's all gonna be done in like around like 20 minutes. I'll say, okay, everybody put the pizza in the oven. Then we come back, we chill, we talk, we wait for the pizza to be finished. Once the pizza's done, you know what I'm saying? I cut the pizza up. We sit down, we chill, we talk about stuff. It's probably at the end of the week, like a Sunday chilling type of thing. At the end of the week, we all sit down, chill. We can talk about NFL. We can talk about whatever. You know, if anybody's having some issues or some stuff, we can talk about that. We can give each other advice. Just chill and kind of get away from, you know, the real world for a bit and just relax and eat the greatest food in the world, which is pizza. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like a virtual pizza party. Yeah, like a virtual pizza party. Yeah, something like that. Toppings, I can't eat cheese a lot, so I like cheese, but I can't eat cheese a lot. So I like my pizzas kind of well done, if that makes sense. I don't like the cheese like super white. I rip off most of the time anyway, or all the time anyway. So I kind of like it like golden-ish a little bit, my pizzas. And the crust is like harder, not like soft, doughy crust. I hate that crap. And I just eat like pepperonis on there. I don't really eat anything else on there. But I mean, I do like bell peppers and other stuff, but the cheapest pizzas only come with pepperonis, and I buy the cheap pizza. So that's my favorite would be what's cheap, and what's cheap is just the pepperoni pizza. so yeah, no pineapples, man. Yes, but you guys need to all like, we'll probably do it Sundays. Hang out, chill. I don't know. I'll probably make it fun for sponsors too. Like if you're sponsored, like you get all your questions answered first and stuff like that. So we'll do some cool stuff for sponsors too, where you guys can bring up topics. Yeah, we'll do that. Sponsors bring up topics and stuff, and then we'll get to like a general Q&A at the end. So sponsors, you guys can think of some cool topics that are relevant or whatever you want to talk about that I can talk about, because it has to be PG on the channel, or PG-13, that I can talk about, movies, whatever the case is. I'll take anything from sponsors, and then we'll move on to like random Q&A at the end, and like it'll probably be like an hour long or something like that. So the pizzas take around what like 20 minutes to make. So we bake the pizza, put it in there, make it, and then we talk for like another 40 minutes or so. Maybe it'll go longer, maybe it won't. But we'll probably do it like on Sunday. It'll like replace like Sunday chilling, you know. So, and it'll be out in the living room. So yeah, I'm thinking about just doing even with my crappy couches and my nothing in my living room. It's like, who cares, man? I already had a stream from the living room and it was fine. All right, Buffalo pizza is for me. All right, $5 hot and ready. I love hot and ready pizza. Although, I mean, like, I don't want to go spend $5 hot and ready pizza when you guys give me money for pizza. It's like, okay, that's kind of a waste, because I can buy 2 pizzas for $5, and I still like. I mean, hot and ready is better, but yeah. Yo, shout outs to Tintin Thomas with the $2 donation, and he says, yes, Tintin, you just used Streamlabs, now you use Super Chat. What's going on here, Tintin? What's going on? What's going on here, Tintin? What's going on here? What's going on here? It says yes, pineapples. No pineapples on my pizza, homie. Tintin, my boy. Top String Ninja Tintin. No pineapples. Bruh, Little Caesars is trash. Little Caesars is not trash. I don't know what you talking about. Little Caesars is not trash. Y'all got to think about this. Y'all got to think about this. Y'all got to think about this, guys. Think about the quality of the pizza and how much the pizza costs. Like, I seen people go out to like Slice of Italy or whatever that is, man, and spend like $30 on a pizza. That pizza isn't even that much better than the $5 pizza. Like, it's really not, man. It's like this. It's like, look, listen. See this jacket that I'm wearing? See this? I think this looks pretty nice, right? It's nice and fitted. How much do you guys think this costs? Because I have a jacket just like this that's similar, and literally one of them costs $75 and this one costs $12. You know? So you got to think about it in that type of way. Is the other jacket, does it probably have a little bit better material? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, probably. But this one is just as good. This one looks fine. This is $12. This is a $12 jacket. I have another one that's literally identical to this. Identical, that I bought for $75 back in the day because I want it to be cool, or because of whatever the case is. Look, Little Caesars pizza, for the $5 that it costs, is pretty good. You know, maybe it's not as good as some of the gourmet. You got the Italian dude flipping the pizza in the back and saying "Mamma Mia" and all this stuff like that. Mario in the back flipping the pizza and all that stuff. Maybe you don't got him, okay? But that doesn't mean it ain't good. You know, that doesn't mean it's not good. You know, that doesn't mean it's not good. So, Little Caesars is not trash. You guys, I'm not delusional. Little Caesars, if Little Caesars pizza was so trash, people would stop going there. It's like when people say McDonald's is trash. If McDonald's is so bad, if the food is so disgusting, why do people keep on going there? Why do people keep on going there? That's fine. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but you can't sit here and deny that people like the food. People like McDonald's because they like McDonald's. They think it tastes good. Yes, it's cheaper. Yes, you're not going to get a gourmet burger as good as, like, you know, some other place or whatever the case is. Yeah, there's a place called Flame Burger where I live. The burgers are way better, but that doesn't mean McDonald's is bad, you know? So I don't know, man. Little Caesars is good. I don't think it's bad. I mean, if you don't like it, then that's fine, but I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's horrible. But that's just me. that's just me, man. I mean, like, some people are real picky about their pizza, and I get it. But the thing about it, guys, is this. You have to remember, I can't eat cheese like a lot of you guys can, okay? So a lot of the time, it's the cheese. That's the quality of what we're talking about here, is the cheese, and like what quality cheese they're using and how it's being used. A lot of times that actually makes the taste of the pizza. That like makes or breaks the taste of the pizza, because toppings are toppings, whatever. Everybody can use a pepperoni. Everybody can use a bell pepper. You know, everybody can use different toppings or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Olives or whatever, you know? A lot of the time, it's, yes, also the crust too, but dough is dough, you know, like dough is dough. So a lot of the time it's the cheese and kind of how they do that. And like, I can't even eat the cheese, so what does it matter, you know? So what does it matter? He said, in Canada, Little Caesars is trash. Okay. It's probably the same everywhere. It's a chain, so it's probably the same everywhere, man. Yo, shout outs to Waka Waka. My boy Waka Waka joining the elite ninja village of Player Essence. Thank you so much, Waka Waka. I do appreciate it. Although I do like this, guys. Check this out at Walmart. I love this. They had this one. They also have black and they have blue. I think I'm gonna go cop a blue one and a black one too. This feels, at first it felt a little tight, but I think I just needed to wear it because I lost a lot of weight and I used to wear large. The jacket that I have before is everything I wear is large. So everything looks huge on me. Even my shirts. They all look huge on me because freaking I used to wear large, but now I wear medium. And I thought it was a little tight, but it was just me tripping because I'm just so used to wearing large, you know. But anyway, let's see. Nah, Domino's is pretty good, man. Domino's seems to me like it's like dependent on what Domino's you go to, but that's just me. Blackjack's Pizza. Okay, I've never heard of Blackjack's Pizza. Okay. Pissed Off Otaku says, is that No More Heroes announcement today, or am I wrong? Yeah, the No More Heroes announcement was today. You guys want to get into some content here instead of talking about food the whole time? So yeah, the No More Heroes announcement was today. What they announced some season pass stuff. It's actually pretty cool. We got some new characters coming to the mix. So let me look that up for you guys and we'll talk about it right now. Let's see here. So we got Shinobu. Shinobu's coming into the mix here, guys, and we also have the baseball bat girl. So let's see here, Travis. And those are going to be part of the season pass. All right. Okay, so yeah, here's what's going on with this. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, Bad Girl. Yeah, Bad Girl's coming back, and then also Shinobu's they're both gonna be playable in the game through the season pass. Yeah, they're both going to be playable. Let me get the full details for you guys, though. That was the huge announcement, was that. I thought it was going to maybe be like No More Heroes 1 or 2, but nah. All right, so here's the season pass stuff and all that for this. So you're going to be able to play as Shinobu. And man, Shinobu's looking pretty good. Her outfit's looking good. And also Bad Girl as well. So Volume 1 will be released on February 28th, 2019, titled Black Dandelion. And it'll introduce a new playable character, Shinobu Jacobs. And then Volume 2 will be released on April 30th, 2019, titled Bubblegum Fatale. And it'll also feature a new playable character, Bad Girl. It'll also add a new stage, Killer Marathon. So there you go with that. The season pass containing both volumes will be available starting January 18th. The game's release date, it'll cost $9.99. There's no word on whether or not the DLC volumes can be purchased separately. So I thought they said that the whole season pass stuff, I thought they said that's going to become part of it. So let me see. In addition to the main voice cast, Grasshopper Manufacturers had some details on DLC season pass that Travis Strikes Again No More Heroes is getting. The DLC consists of 2 main volumes. I thought if you purchase the game physical, you actually get this DLC with it. I think that's the case. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. I'm not really sure. Anyway, either way, that's basically what Travis Strikes Again No More Heroes is all about. I also wanted to mention there is a lot of stuff going on with Japanese developers. So right now, Japanese developers, every single year, Japanese developers will give like their New Year's like gaming resolutions or whatever the case is, where they talk about stuff and where they kind of go over what they want to do for 2019 and everything like that. And they usually have inspirational quotes. So I think that was also, I wanted to talk about that in terms of inspirational quotes, because this is what Japanese developers are talking about and, you know, kind of hyping people up for what they're doing in 2019. And they do this every single year. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of inspiration about, you know, removing toxic people and advice for you guys, nothing else outside of just advice for you guys, removing toxic people and not dealing with this stuff and moving forward, you know. I just want to give you guys some advice on that, because I felt that like that's like my 2019 like, you know, New Year's resolution is not worrying about, you know, what this person, some people, whoever it might be, you know, no names, trying to bring you down or anything like that. Just move forward, live your life, be the best that you can be, and everything will fall into place. You know, stop worrying about this, that, and the other, and just worry about what you can do every single day to be the best that you can be and move on and not have to worry about other people, since certain people might be watching or not. That's fine. We're out here, we're delivering good messages to people. We're out here I'm looking out for my community. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a message too, because I know a lot of you guys are dealing with some stuff here and there, and a lot of you guys worry about that. And I thought I might say something inspirational for you guys. So we're dealing with a lot of that. So 2019, to me, based on some of the stuff here, definitely looking like 2019 is going to be the year of the Switch when it comes to games. I think 2019 could be the best year for Switch. Maybe that it gets ever in its life. Maybe not. I'm not really sure. Obviously, I don't know the future outside of that, but it's looking pretty good. Japanese developers seem to be bet on the Switch. Let me give you guys a couple different numbers, which we talked about. Which we talked about yesterday. No, it's industry oriented. They talk about they talk about like you know, their video games and stuff like that, and like what they're planning on doing, but it's not, they don't give any specific details on that. So it's just like inspirational quotes in terms of them motivation for their work. So it is industry oriented with the video games. I just wanted to give you guys some inspiration when it comes to your life, and even when it comes to video games, even when it comes to anything. Moving on, heck, you can apply the same lessons that I just said. You can apply that. If I heard people talk about they share games with toxic people, you know, it's like, well, stop sharing games with them. You know what I'm saying? Like stop being around them. Do whatever you need to do. Go play with somebody else. You know, I've had kids come to me and say like, yo, OJ, like, you know, these people make fun of me for being a Nintendo fan. You know, they make fun of me for playing this, and I'm like, and he said that my friends make fun of me, you know, for being, and I'm like, they shouldn't be your friends. If your friends are making fun of you for simply liking Nintendo, you need better friends. These are the same type of friends that are going to ditch you as soon as they feel that you're not cool anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need those friends. You don't need them. So I just wanted to give you guys some inspirational, whether it's comes to gaming, when it comes to anything else, and nothing in particular for myself. I'm just talking in general, not mentioning any names, not saying anything. I'm just talking in general, just in general, and that's it. Not, you know, no particular details or anything like that, just in general. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to give you guys some wisdom on that. So so a lot of these Japanese developers, man, it's looking like 2019 is going to be lit. We've talked about our most anticipated games, which is really cool. We've talked about a number and a variety of different things, you know, when it comes to 2019. And I think that the biggest thing with 2019 for me, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing about, man, is Japanese developers and ports and bringing over games that weren't on the Switch at one point and people had been asking for it, and they're going to get on the Switch. What we're seeing too is we're seeing a sharp decline in a lot of various games, especially these Vita games that these games that were on PS Vita and the developers were not ready or didn't put their games on Switch. We're seeing pretty sharp decreases in sales across the board. Starting off, I mean, I know Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. I know that was one of the games, or not Ys 8, the Trials of the Cold Steel, or Trails of the Cold Steel, whatever that game is. Trails, whatever. That game, I don't really have too much knowledge on that. I've played it once, but it was in a really weird situation, so that doesn't even count in terms of like Vita stuff. But that game did way worse on the PS4. There was no Vita version. And then on top of that, we just got God Eater 3, which was interesting because somebody, I forgot who it was, but somebody, I think it was Sakon. I don't know if Sakon 10 is here today, but Sakon 10 brought up that how God Eater 3 sold more than Soul Calibur, and like that was a big disappointment for Soul Calibur because God Eater 3 is outselling it. But what he didn't realize is that God Eater's actually been way more popular than even what it was at this point, because God Eater 3 just launched on the PS4 and only sold 150,000 units in Japan, not including digital. So there might be some more, there's obviously more digital, but we've seen that Japanese digital sales for the PS4 aren't very good. So people are just buying the games on the PS4 in Japan, physical. Digital sales for Nintendo are higher across the board when it comes to Switch. People download games more digitally on Switch than PS4, based on the numbers that we do have. Now, what we're seeing with that is that the last one that came out on PS Vita sold like 134,000 units, the last God Eater, and that was on PS Vita, and that was with the that was 3 years ago, with the install base nowhere near even what the install base is at this point, because that was in 2015. God Eater 2 sold 234,000 units on the PS Vita with a fraction of the install base. And then you fast forward all the way to 2018, the PS4 has a bigger install base than the PS Vita did back in 2015. Yet in 2018, 7 million plus PS4s in Japan, and all they muster to sell with God Eater is 150,000. So I think as a company, you can't be that dumb. Bandai Namco being that, and other companies, they're looking at these sales numbers and they need to make some changes. Having God Eater only on the PlayStation 4, and I think it's coming to PC too, but PC sales in Japan just aren't a thing that we hear about or really downloaded that much at all. Like having 150,000 compared to what you did before, which was 234,000 on the PS Vita alone with the smaller install base, that's not good. Your ship is sinking. I mean, people are trying to make that seem as if it's good, but you have to look at what the franchise did before as well. And you also have to look at install base. Those are the two things that I look at. Okay, one, I look at how the franchise do before, and then two, I look at install base. Those are the two things that I kind of moderate. Well, how successful was this? And we had so many people, on Gamatsu trying to sit here and say that, oh, well, this was great, when it sold 80,000 less than what it did singularly on the PS Vita. And if you look at it, if you combine the PS4 sales too, then obviously I think that tacked on another 34,000 back in 2015 with God Eater 2. But still, I mean, you're looking at it, and that's significantly less. They sold nearly 280,000 compared to just 150,000. And then if you want to just take it with PS Vita versus PS4, it was that. So I'm looking at it like, and I think a lot of these Japanese developers are looking at it like the sales are vanishing, and we've seen it. Not that we just got another announcement from Falcom. Falcom said recently, I think it was Ys 9. Ys 9 has been announced, PS4 only. And I know Falcom's small. Falcom has had some things with Nintendo when it comes to things. They brought over Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana that had explosive sales here in the West. It sold more than the PS4 and the PS Vita version here in the West. We don't have the sales numbers per se yet. They haven't announced anything. Nippon Ichi hasn't announced anything, but from what we understand, it's successful, especially here in the West. And Falcom comes out and says, oh, well, the next Ys is PS4 only. I mean, I don't know what they think is going to happen. I think they really need to work with Nippon Ichi Software to make sure that they get this on Switch too. I'm not sweating it. I like Ys 8 on the Switch. I'm not sweating. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have this game like day one or anything like that. I mean, we all know it's going to take them forever to localize it anyway. And then they're going to jack up the localization like they've done before. I mean, this localization with Ys 8 was ridiculous, right? So, that's the thing that I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, well, a lot of these Japanese developers, they're going to learn. I mean, if a lot of them learned this year, they're going to learn definitely in 2019, and they're already planning a lot of stuff. A lot of them are already on board, but they're going to be planning a lot more stuff too. So we're going to have to wait and see, man. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see kind of like what happens, what's going on here. But anyway, What do you guys think about this? I'm going to read off you guys' comments. If you guys have a comment that you want me to read off when it comes to Japanese developers 2019, please let me know your thoughts. Also, to the new people that are watching, we got 150 people plus watching. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. Hit that like button and share the stream if you can. We got a nice chill stream here talking about some cool games, talking about some stuff where we pay attention to you, the user, the viewer, 100%. So let me know. What do you guys think about this? And I'll get to you guys' comments. I think, did Tintin do another donation that I didn't read? No, you didn't. Okay, yeah, he just did that $2 donation. Did that? Oh, yeah, it did pop up. I remember it popping up. So tag me at Player Essence, hashtag Player Essence. I'll be more than happy to talk. Yo, what's up, Fairy Tiger? How you doing today, man? Shout outs to Late Ninja Fairy Tigers here. I didn't say what's up to you earlier. Bluncey D, while you guys think of something to say to me, I will go over some shoutouts that I didn't see. G5, Toby Essence is here. I'm an F&T Rex is here. What's up, man? Good to see you here. I have no one to share anything. Okay. Batman says if they do a sequel to to Mario Sunshine on the Switch, it's GG. Okay, so you want that? Okay, makes sense. L Jink says Falcom is small because they haven't branched out enough or gotten out of their comfort zone as a developer. I like their stuff, and I like to think they're pleased with their sales. Though. Yeah, I think that they're pleased with their sales. But yeah, you're right. They haven't branched out, and they are very stuck in their ways and comfort zone. They say Falcom says a lot of weird things, like when it comes to like supporting the Switch and what they're doing. They're very. Seems to be like very stern and set in their ways. Like, oh, well, our audience is on PlayStation and that's that. And it's like, Falcom's president reminds me of the dog. You guys seen that meme with the dog and the burning house? Sometimes I know their house isn't burning, but like the sinking sales of the PlayStation 4, the rising sales of the Switch in Japan, the developers that are jumping ship and seeing that games are selling more on Switch, and especially games that were portable based are selling more. And he's just sitting there in the fire like, oh, everything's okay. We're fine. We're okay. And it's just like, there's some water over there. You want to pour some water on the fire? You want to potentially have a sip? Nope. Well, I'm okay. I'm not burning, am I? Yo, shout outs to Fury Tiger with the Toby Buster. Let's go, Fury Tiger with the $20 donation. And he says, head starting the Blast Friday. Play something awesome. Yo, shout outs to Fairy Tiger. Thank you so much for the Viking Nation support, man. I appreciate that, Fairy Tiger, and we will definitely play something really cool. I think I know what type of music you like, so we'll play something that I think that you will like a lot. Something classic. Something classic. Can you guys hear this? How does it sound? Let me know how the audio sounds, guys. All right, let's keep it going here. SM, what's up, brother? How you doing today, man? Odalia says 2019 is when no Japanese developer has any excuses left not to target the Switch hard. Install base and software sales are huge. Yeah, you're right about that, 100%. I think it's time. That's the reason why I said no port banking, guys. We've done our job. I've done my job. The one main thing that I said that I was going to do is making sure I get the right information out to people and that Switch is successful so we see third-party support. So I'm not sitting here and trying to take credit for Switch. Maybe I phrased that wrong. I'm just saying that, like, I'm going to make sure that people know about the games, that people know about what's out there, you know what I'm saying, and be positive about certain things, be positive. I mean, there was so much negativity and so much anger with Wii U. I think it was good that Switch started out the way it was, and we had people that are actually trying to get the right information out there. And it all starts with the sales, right? If it's more successful, more people play it, the more people can give good information. So, it all started like with me, once again, not attacking this guy, but Rerez, the debate. Rerez was putting out a lot of false information about the Switch. He was putting out a lot of negative information, and it started, for me, it started there. It started there, really talking about it and like saying, no, that's not how it is. And a lot of people saw that. A lot of people kind of changed their minds based on certain things. So yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, I think that's where it starts. I mean, because believe it or not, we had like 30 re-reses, you know, last generation with the Wii U, but it was hard not to listen to them because the Switch or the Wii U was selling so poorly, you know. So what could you do? You could, and then anybody who spoke against was a damage controller. Anybody who said anything otherwise is a damage controller, is a fraud, is this or that, you know. But these people have rescinded to their holes and to their caves and whatever because now the Switch is selling. So all of a sudden, oh, you know, I can't talk now, you know. So shout out to the Rev with the $5 donation. It says, hey OJ, good to hear a little bit of news on Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's going to be a hell of a 2019 Switch year. Absolutely. Thank you, the Rev. I appreciate the $5 donation, man. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. All right, I'm behind. But how you doing today, Rev? Thank you so much, man. Markel says, I think it's safe to say that Falcom just doesn't like Nintendo. It's interesting because they say that that's not the case. Rigo Romero says, I was surprised that Ys 9 isn't coming to Switch. Also, I agree with you. I wasn't surprised that Ys 9 isn't coming to Switch because they've already stated that they don't have the development team to make, like, their team is really small and they don't have the resources to make, like, multi-platform at the beginning. They're gonna have to partner with probably like Nippon Ichi Software to get Ys 9 on the Switch. So I don't know why you're surprised, especially considering what Falcom has already said. They've already stated multiple times that they don't have the resources to, you know, to make multi-platform, and it's probably gonna come later if it does come. Let's see here. Soundhammer says, Player Essence, weren't we going to get into some Suda 51 this week? Yeah, we already talked about it at the beginning of the stream. We already went over Shinobu and Bad Girl. They're going to be playable characters as part of the DLC. So we talked about it a little bit. So yeah, that already happened, and I totally forgot to stream it. And I to be honest, guys, I wouldn't have been able to stream it because I had to go somewhere in the morning. I had to be somewhere in the morning. So there's no way I could have stayed up till 2 a.m. to stream that conference. And I'm glad that I didn't because the only thing that was announced was DLC characters. So yeah, let's see here. J2 Blue says, I really hope Atlas and Square Enix step it up for Switch in 2019. Well, Shin Megami Tensei is coming. So, I mean, I'm thinking that's 2019. And Square Enix, we already know that they're working on multiple, Switch projects. So yeah, man, I don't see why. I mean, Octopath Traveler was pretty damn good. Well, 2018 was pretty freaking good for Square Enix. I mean, I have to admit, Octopath Traveler pretty much made my year from them. They can definitely do more, but I mean, Square Enix, we have like all the Final Fantasies coming, dude. I mean, like, I don't know why you're hoping. We already have, dude. They just we had Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy game Maximus or whatever that is. That I need to still buy that, but I want a physical version of it, so I'm gonna buy it from Southeast Asia. But anyway, we just had that. We have the Chocobo game coming or whatever. We have all the Final Fantasy games coming. We have Final Fantasy 12 coming. We have Final Fantasy. Man, there's just so much stuff. I mean, they've already stepped it up. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of games from Square Enix coming next year, so there's no need to hope. That's already happening. Let's see here. Alonzo Vine says, player says, I'm just glad Square Enix said that they want to do more Octopath Traveler and still games. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they have a whole studio dedicated for Switch, so there we go. Let's see here. What's up, Lord Carnage? How you doing today, man? I'm doing good. OJ hit Rerez with another road roller. I did not hit Rerez with another. I'm not hating on Rerez or what he does here. What I'm trying to say is that the misinformation, and which he's already admitted to, the misinformation and like the bashing of Switch or whatever the case is, the blatant videos that just to rile people up, views, whatever the case was, whatever he was doing with the Switch beforehand, not hating on him as an individual, as a person. I'm saying what he was doing was wrong. And he admitted that even on my channel. Guys, don't go over to Rerez and harass him or anything like that. If any of you guys are doing that, don't do that. I'm simply talking about the truth. We had, like I said, we had like 30 Rerezes talking about like that, like negatively so much about something and just making up theories and just making up stuff about the Wii U. We had like 30 of them in the Wii U generation. And what I wanted to do is make sure that we get the right information out there. My platform was so small in the Wii U generation. It's not, I could say something and it would just drop into like a mountain, or people would just accuse of damage controlling or damage controlling this, damage controlling that. Now what I basically wanted to do is make sure that whenever I talk about something, I bring facts to the table. That's the reason why I'm so fact oriented at this point and not my opinion on everything. Whenever I talk or I debate or whatever the case is with somebody, I usually bring facts. I usually bring facts and not just my opinion or just speculation on things. And that's the reason why, so people can't say, oh, damage control, none of that stupidity. You know, I can say, no, this is fact. This is what it is. Or I would say, prove it. Tell me you're saying this, prove it, you know? So that's it. That's it. Outside of that, Rerez is probably a great guy. He seems like a cool dude. Nobody's bashing him, the person. I'm just saying what he was saying, particularly in the debate that we had and before and even during the Switch, even after the Switch launched, was false, which it's all been proven to be false. This is facts. All of it's been proven to be false. So Markel says, I've never heard of a company like Falcom being around for more than 30 years, yet still being as small as they are. Yeah, man. I just want Shin Megami Tensei 5. I need it. We don't even have any gameplay videos. Hey, OJ, do you think Bravely Default and Bravely Second have a chance to be ported to the Switch? No, not in the form that they're in. No, the Rev, not in the form that they're in. They have a chance to come it over, but it would have to be remakes. Like, it's too hard to port over 3D. You can't port 3DS games, dude. It's just not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy, nor is it a logical thing to do. Let's see here. Kevin, my boy, don't talk like that here in the chat. I know you're trying to draw attention. Maybe you think it's funny. That's not funny. We don't really encourage that type of talk here. So you get one warning. Mods, go ahead and take care of that comment from Kevin Games. One warning on this one, but man, just chill, bro. Just chill, okay? Relax. Just ask a normal question. No, I mean, I know, like I said, people probably ignore you in streams. Nobody cares. I get it. I get it. You're trying to draw attention to yourself, try to be funny. You know, I know you're probably not that funny of a person, but you're trying to be funny, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. But not here, man. Not here. Not here. So yeah, that's your one warning. Another one, you're done. So yeah, just ask normal questions, man. None of that. We don't do any of that gender type of bashing, ethnicities, anything like. We don't do none of that here, man. We don't do none of that here. So cut it out. That's not funny. It's not funny, man. Let's see here. Keith says District 11's Square Enix 119 people now. They said they're working on more games. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the kids these days. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I get it. You know, most people in live streams get ignored. If you look at live streams, unless you donate something, you get ignored. You literally get ignored. In any live streamer with more than 100 people in the chat, you're probably just going to get ignored. So he's probably used to that. He's used to just being ignored. And in order to get a response from somebody, he needs to say something. He needs to say something that's out there. And I get it. I get it. But that's not how we do it here. We give everybody the time. You know, we give everybody props. You know, I try to say hi to everybody. It's not the same type of. I'm trying to change the way people react on the internet because of the, you know, because you're anonymous. Like you're not gonna say that stuff to people's face. You're not gonna do that. And if you do, you're obviously gonna have issues. So yeah, don't do that here. Let's see here. Nathaniel says, when are you gonna drop us some facts about the upcoming next generation of Xbox consoles? I don't really care about the next generation of Xbox consoles, but we don't have any facts yet. Microsoft hasn't announced anything for real, and I've already talked about the next Xbox consoles in a way in terms of, like, let's say, you know, what it could be. I've already talked about that on the channel, so I don't have anything else. Let's see here. Deathwish says, do you think we'll see a port of the new Fire Pro Wrestling game? No, I don't think so. And I don't know, and I don't think so. I have no idea about Fire Pro Wrestling. He says, tell Kevin Games to activate the Sharingan so he can be recognized. All he has to do is tag me and ask a question. Ask a normal question. Nothing stupid or nothing crazy. That's all he has to do. But I mean, you know, like I said, he's probably one of the guys that sits there and says ridiculous things online, you know, like bashing certain types of genders or people who identify a certain way. And we don't do that here, you know, because we do got people like, you know, that might be like that here, you know. So I don't want people to come here and say, oh, wow, this is what this person's saying and OJ's entertaining this person, you know, and I don't want to ignore it, because then if I ignore it, he's going to continue. So we got to nip it in the butt before it becomes a problem. Let's see here. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 5 can't come sooner. Yeah, man, it's going to be pretty good. Rigo Romero says, any Japanese developers that you would like to see some games from? All of them. All of them. Falcom, I think Falcom needs to change their focus. I think Falcom would have more success if they went with Nintendo instead of Sony. If they went with the Switch instead, I think they'd have more success, but that's just me. But like I said, they're definitely clinging on to their ways, but hey. It is what it is there. It is what it is there, guys. But let's go ahead and let's move on. We're getting into like kind of like more random questions. I don't want to sit here answer random questions. We'll do that in the random Q&A in a bit. Let's move on to Smash Ultimate. So apparently the Nikkei is reporting that Smash Ultimate sold 5 million units, 5 million units in its first 3 days on the market. And that's with digital sales included. So they somehow got the digital sales from Nintendo. They have a source within Nintendo that would get them digital sales, or they were told the sales numbers from their source because they're reporting at 5 million. If that's the case, which I did make a video on that, make sure you guys check out that video. The video is really good. I'll make sure to link it so you guys can watch the video, because you guys definitely need to start watching that. That's going to be my biggest priority for 2019, is having all my videos actually be watched. Like, you guys definitely need to watch my videos more. I would like the view counts to be higher in 2019. So I'm going to see what I can do to address that the best way that I can, but I'm trying to improve the quality, guys. But yeah, you guys definitely need to start watching the videos a little bit more. But yeah, I talked about that this morning. And it's one of those things, man, where it's like 5 million copies in 3 days. That's more than God of War. If that was the case, that's more than God of War. That's more than Spider-Man. Those games sold around 3 million, right? 3 million or so worldwide in the first 3 or 5 days or whatever it was, or 3 days. So they're saying in the first 3 days, it sold 5 million. That's insane, considering that Spider-Man and God of War were on install bases way bigger and were being hyped up for 3 years, 4 years plus. They were at E3 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. They're E3 every single year. And to see that Smash outsold those games, that's nuts. If it turns out to be everything here, that is absolutely bonkers. I can't fathom how good this game did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is very, very, very good. I don't know what Red Dead did, but once again, Red Dead did more than that, from what I understand. Red Dead did way more than that. But the difference between this and, like, why I'm bringing up God of War and Spider-Man, because those are exclusives. But even if you bring up them being exclusives, you got to look at, once again, what do you look at, guys? You look at the franchise. These are the things when you talk about sales. You look at the franchise, and then you look at the install base, because you can't sit here and say, oh my gosh, you know, GTA sold 100 million. Oh, well, Octopath Traveler sold 1 million. That was trash sales. That's the reason why I say look at the franchise, then look at the install base, and then make your thought process from there going forward. I'm looking at the franchise, Super Smash Brothers. What's the best? The best in the franchise is 3DS and the Wii U combined. Okay? That's the best in the franchise. So we're looking at around maybe 13 to 15 million units, whatever, for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. That's the best selling one. If you don't include both the systems with Smash 4, then the best selling one is, I think it's Brawl on the Wii with around 13 million or so. Look at that and then compare that to what they're doing. But Brawl was on an install base of 100 million plus, you know? Brawl was on a huge install base compared to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is on an install base of 20 million or so. You know, 20 something million or 30 million, somewhere in that range, right? So that's the reason why, you know, this is so much more impressive to me than what we saw with anything else, because even with Red Dead is on an install base of freaking 100 million. Red Dead's on an install base of 100 million, you know? So that's why I like to compare exclusives a little bit more. You know, ones that, like, first party exclusives to be exact. And it's nuts to see. That's more than God of War and Spider-Man did. Okay, yeah, that's definitely more than God of War and Spider-Man. Yeah. 5 million units in the first 3 days. This game is awesome. Very, very well deserved. Yeah, very well deserved. Excluding digital sales, though, still incredible numbers. No, Jetty Plus, this doesn't exclude digital sales. The Nikkei is reporting that it's digital sales as well. It's 5 million with digital sales. That's what Nikkei is reporting. 5 million with digital sales. Nathaniel says, "Oh, why is the console war at the fever pitch this console generation?" This isn't the fever pitch of the. This isn't the fever pitch. It's not. This is you're living in the moment. The console wars in the past were actually much more bloodier and all that stuff. And really, this isn't even console. This isn't even console war stuff. First of all, we're talking about games. We're not talking about consoles and this is selling. But this is not even console war stuff. This is not this is general casual conversation about how well games are doing. And it's not even like a bad thing that I'm saying. I'm just literally comparing numbers and exclusives. That's it. There's no console war stuff at all. And I have God of War. I'm going to get Spider-Man. I have PS4. I have Xbox One. Nobody's bashing. See, and let's get into this because this is a good discussion because people like to bring this up too. They say this is console war stuff if you talk about it. This is not console war stuff. People are so dumb these days. A lot of these Crumbside YouTubers and a lot of these people have infected you guys' minds. Console war is when you're bashing a console. When you're clearly bashing a console and trying to sit there and downplay and knock, and half the time you don't even have that console or you don't play that console or whatever the case is. That's when somebody is intentionally trying to bash, knock, and compare consoles and games and whatever the case is without even trying out or playing the other ones or anything. That's what fanboy is. That's what console war is. Console war isn't simply just talking about some numbers like this sold this, that sold that, that's that. In a casual sense of the way. That's not it. That's not it at all. A lot of people like to confuse the two because of Crumbside YouTubers and because of people who like to sit there and say things, okay? That's not it. I grew up during the real console wars. I grew up where you go to school, somebody says, Super Nintendo sucks because it doesn't have blast processing, and the Sega Genesis is much better because of blast processing, you know? And then somebody might know of what Mode 7 is. Well, Super Nintendo is better than that crappy Sega Genesis because of Mode 7. You know what I'm saying? Because of Mode 7. And like, that's the console war stuff. That's the era that I grew up in. Sonic is way faster and cooler than Mario. Mario's slow and fat. And Sonic can spin dash and hit him in the face. That's console war stuff, guys. Simply saying, yo, this game sold this game sold this. This is impressive because this is not the fever pitch of the console wars. This is definitely not it. It was a lot worse back then. A lot worse. The only difference now is that there's social media. That's the only difference, that there's social media. And yes, there's Crumbsides. There's people that are out there that are starting up console warrior stuff and all that. And there's crazy people in the chat. But at the end of the day, it seemed to me like back then was a lot worse because this type of stuff is happening over the internet when people are saying these things. Back then, people said it to people's faces. In today's day, people don't do that no more. People really don't do that much anymore. You know why? Because we have mobile gaming. And kids today, the kids that were the kids of us back then, they don't really care about it like that. They're not out there debating Xbox and PlayStation. Maybe the kids that grew up in the early 2000s, maybe, yeah, you guys were. But the kids of today, they're playing Fortnite on mobile and calling us old. I mean, literally, that's what they're doing. Like, literally, they're saying, you old timers and your buttons, I'm playing Fortnite mobile. This feels natural to me. The kids of today, you know? So, I don't think the console, there's too many hands or too many cooks making the broth in today's console war, whatever you want to say. You know, mobile gaming is just as big, if not more. So they're huge when it comes to things. So, and PC gaming wasn't what it was, you know, at this point, like with Steam and everything, that it was back then when I was growing up. Most people didn't have PCs to play games like that. Although some did, a lot didn't. So a lot of people just played on consoles or Game Boy or something like that. So I don't consider this real console wars. I consider this the age of stupidity. There's a lot of people who say a lot of dumb things online to try to get a reaction out of you. One, because they can make money off of it. Two, because, you know, they have self or personal issues and this is the way that they vent. And three, because, I mean, this is what they've been doing and they live to their creed or live to their ode or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Crumbside's Crumbside. That's what I've always said. Crumbside is Crumbside, and they don't want to change. They'll sit there and make the same type of content and they'll have the same presentation and the same type of thing for the eternity of time, you know? So that's kind of how I see it today. A lot of people see stupid videos and, you know, act like this is like such a big console. It's not. It's not. So yeah, man. They need to read the novel Console Wars based on the 1990s. Yeah, they do, because the console wars were not only through people like the consumers. The console wars were through companies. Companies actively made ads that were console war ads, actively mentioned other companies in their ads. PlayStation did it, Nintendo did it, Sega did it, Jaguar did it. That was console wars because the companies actually made ads that targeted other consoles and targeted fanboys and targeted them to say things. You know how many times when I was younger, I had Crash Bandicoot idiots saying, hey, Nintendo fan, you want to start something, huh? Nintendo fanboy, doing stupid Crash Bandicoot stuff, and I wanted to smack the hell out of them because of Sony's stupid Crash Bandicoot commercials of Crash sitting outside of freaking Nintendo's HQ yelling on a megaphone or whatever it was. Those are real console war stuff. You don't see that crap today. You just see idiots yelling over the internet about stuff. You know, you don't see that. That was real console wars where freaking Sega would bring out commercials, which I did a video on this, by the way. I did a live stream on this where Sega Genesis does what Nintendo, you know, play this game right here. We have this game. We have this game. We have this game. We have this game. We have commercials like where like Sega's like turbocharged blast processing and Nintendo, like the Super Nintendo with Mario Kart. They're showing Mario Kart and it's like all slow and like a ghetto, like broke down van or something like that. And like Sega's on this speedster car. It's like, you know, those are the type of console wars, and people, consumers, kids saw those commercials, then went to school and said the same stupidity that these people portrayed, these marketers portrayed. They did the same thing there. You know, Nintendo even made like a video or for like Nintendo Power. I don't know what it was, where it was like, it's like, I guess like Microsoft and like Sega, or no, not Microsoft, like Sony and whatever kidnapped Nintendo and tried to get their secrets or something. It was weird, dude. Like, that was the console war. Like, the 90s were the console war. Like, 2000s it started fading, although early 2000s, like, I mean, with the PlayStation like 1, PS2, Xbox, the original Xbox and GameCube, there was some console war stuff there, but the ads that really targeted the other consoles, those were kind of like done by then. You know, they had already kind of finished up with that. They just kind of focused on their own system. So yeah, man. Those were the good old days. Yeah, the good old days. Yeah, sure. Oh my gosh. Digital Foundry did claim that Crash on Switch is completely unplayable because of texture mapping, but it's not completely unplayable because of texture mapping, though. That's the thing. It's not. That's just their opinion. That's just their opinion. That doesn't mean it's actually true. That's just their opinion on the matter. And like the fanboys that are saying stuff like that, that is the small percentage of people who are actually playing. Crash sold amazingly well on the Switch, and overall, people love Crash on the Switch. They think it's good. So it's their opinion. I can sit here and say Crash is unplayable on the PlayStation 4 because I don't have a TV a lot, and I can only play it handheld and portable. So therefore, Crash is unplayable on TVs. I don't like it on my TVs. I like to play lying down because my back hurts. So to me, Crash is unplayable. Like, that's an opinion. That isn't anything factual. I mean, yes, I don't think that's console war stuff. That's not even console war. That's simply how the game was developed. So that's simply the port job, not necessarily a console war type of thing, you know? That's just an opinion on the graphical whatever they used on there. That's not even console war, though, you know? That's just talking about the Switch port of that game. That's it. So, yeah, man. The Wii versus PS3 and Xbox 360 was great. That's when I don't know, dude. I don't like... It's always interesting talking about that generation because I don't think I like that generation that much. I think that's where the 7th generation is where things kind of went really downhill for me, in my opinion, when it comes to the consoles and kind of everything, is the 7th generation. That's just my own personal opinion on that, though. So, got my pen right. Let's see here. Crash on Switch runs fine. So why would they say that? It's not about running fine. They said something about the texture mapping, but I don't know if they said it was unplayable. I don't think they said that. In the House Gaming says, are you pointing out that Switch exclusives are selling better than PlayStation? Obviously, you didn't say that PlayStation sucks here, but it can be inferred. No, it can't 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 be. What I said, I didn't even say Switch exclusives are selling better. Why would you even say that? I didn't even say that. No, one, There's multiple problems with what you just said. Now, people who have reading or listening comprehension problems, which is true, there's a lot of people who have disabilities that can't listen, and maybe they can infer that, but that's not my problem that they have a disability in inferring. I didn't say Switch exclusives are selling better than PlayStation exclusives, so therefore PlayStation sucks. I didn't even infer that. I said Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that game itself, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, okay, in its first 3 days, did better than God of War and then Spider-Man. And not to knock those games, but to see how amazing Smash did on the Switch because of the install base. That's it. How do you infer anything else from that? Where did I say that? I didn't say Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I didn't say Super Mario Odyssey. I didn't say any other Switch exclusive. I mentioned one. You're right, though. There are some people that are silly and do not have good comprehension. They didn't graduate from high school or whatever the case is. There's a lot of people that are dumb in these console war type of things. I get that. But no, I didn't infer that at all. I literally said facts with actual data, with what we know. There was no inference of anything else when it comes to Switch exclusives. I only named one game, Smash Bros. I didn't say any other Switch exclusive. I didn't say anything else outside that. When it comes to selling, when it comes to that. Now, what I did infer about was Japanese games. And when I said that Japanese developers are noticing that their games are, they need Switch to put up with their sales, I compared actual data. I compared God Eater 3 and the sales on the PS4, the debut sales, compared to God Eater. God Eater 3. I might have said God of War, whatever. God Eater 3 and the sales on the PS4 with a larger install base than the PS Vita had 3 years ago. And the PS Vita version of God Eater 2, the Rage Burst, did better than the PS4 version of God Eater 3. And God Eater 3, from what I understand, is just as good, if not better, than God Eater 2. Yet it did way less. So I am bringing up facts. I'm bringing up actual numbers and facts, not just inferring anything. But anyway, rant essence. No, I'm making sure that we get the facts down. That's it. Daniel T says, how many copies did Smash sell in 3 days? 5 million. 5 million. The mental gymnastics, though. Are people this damn stupid? Some are. In the House Gaming isn't. And it's good that In the House Gaming brought that up. It was good that In the House Gaming brought that up. I don't think he was trying to infer that. I'm thinking that other people could infer that because they don't have listening comprehension. So yeah. Yeah, it's not console war stuff, guys. I have a freaking PS4 Pro. I have a PS4. I have all sorts of freaking consoles right here. We're simply just talking about numbers and talk about how impressive Smash Brothers is. That's it. That's it. You know what the funny thing is that everybody who talks about this whole console war stuff, they just want to sit. Everyone will always say, oh, they're not. Here's what I've noticed about this whole console war stuff and fanboys and stuff like this. Everybody who's against or says things against Nintendo, it's only because they used to love Nintendo. I used to love their systems, and now they do blah, 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 this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And blah, you know, I can't, whatever. If you want third-party support on the system, or if you want to see more based on the decisions that are already made and how the Switch is, crying and complaining and yelling and screaming about texture mapping, or telling people, I'm not going to buy this, or simply bashing the system to oblivion, that's not going to help anything. Now, if you have constructive criticism, that's fine. That's great. But completely scoffing and laughing and bashing and just being completely negative and being mad whenever people simply bring up good things about the Switch or say something about it, that's dumb. That's not going to get you better third-party support. So I think it's a load of like crock when people say that, you know? And that's what it is. If you're not with the popular, PlayStation almost never does anything wrong. They're the best place to play. They have best graphics. If you're not on that bandwagon, you need to be casted aside. You're a fanboy. You're an idiot. If you're not thinking that the best way to play is on a TV 100% of the time and sitting down on a couch and in one room If you're not on that bandwagon and you think that, no, it's okay, I don't mind having it in a different way, or I don't mind having a hybrid system to where I can play where I want, it's cool for me. I don't mind, like, Joy-Cons are cool. Like, I like being able to play, like, portably. I like being able to play whatever. If you're not on the bandwagon of graphics, then you're part of the problem. That's what I've noticed with a lot of these people out there saying this stuff. If you're not sitting there and saying that Nintendo needs to do this, like, over and over, you're a fanboy, you're the part of the problem. And to all those people, that's dumb. That's just, I think that that's just dumb. You know, everybody has their opinions on how they like to play games or what they feel they should do. Like, people shouldn't be casted aside simply because they have a different opinion of however many millions of PlayStation 4 fans, how they like to play, you know? So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into random Q&A, guys. Let's get into random Q&A. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. I have two Xboxes. I have a Xbox One S, which is a media player, and then I have an Xbox One X that just sits here and is actually I put my Smash Brothers controller on top of my Xbox One X. Although I will be using it for Resident Evil Remake. Resident Evil 2 Remake, I will be playing that. And I also will be playing Devil May Cry and Kingdom Hearts. So my Xbox One X will be getting a lot of work in early next year. Anyway, you guys got some questions? I got answers. Hashtag Player Essence, at Player Essence. Ask me your questions or whatever the case is. Let's see here. Tension says, I feel for many people it's more important for another system to fail than having their preferred system doing well. Yeah, I think so. That's the whole console war thing, Tension. That's the console war thing. When you're sitting there and you're making videos about this failing all the time, or making videos about being mad and angry and upset about systems all the time. And I don't know, to me, and like, that's console war stuff more so than anything. I mean, you spend more time upset and hating than you do actually propping up what you like. You know, and if you're doing that, then that's a problem. If you're spending more time complaining and hating on things than actually talking about what you truly like, I think you need to look at and evaluate your life. You know, that's just me personally. I don't talk about stuff that I hate or I dislike all the time. I really don't. I don't want to. Why should I do that? I don't like Xbox that much. I mean, I think it's okay. It's fine. I have one. I'll play it when I need to play it, but I'm not like a huge fan. But I'm not going to sit here and bash Xbox and about all the things that I don't like, because there's a lot of things that I don't like about Xbox and PlayStation. There's things that I don't like about Nintendo, and I'll talk about it and I'll bring it up whenever it's a time to bring it up. But I'm not going to sit here and base my whole channel around it. That's dumb. I'm going to talk about things that I like. It's just video games. It's not that important. Let's see here. Focus on Me says, in my opinion, graphics shouldn't be the end all be all for games. People should focus more on enjoying the actual game, and if it's playable, which is fine. I don't have a problem. I don't even have a problem if people think graphics are the end all be all. Let them think that, but don't sit here and call other people names because they don't think the same way as you. That's it, you know. You need a reason to get an Xbox One X, bro. You need to have to think about that own reason yourself. Player Essence, speaking of consoles, would you buy a new Sega console if they decided to get into the console market again? Only if there was a new Skies of Arcadia exclusive on it. Yeah, then yeah. Daniel T says, how do you feel about the supposed MTX and DMC5? Oh, microtransactions? Is that what you're talking about? And who was your favorite character in Smash? My favorite character in Smash? So far, I like the Inklings. I like Sheik. You know, I'm getting okay with Sheik. Trying more. I like a lot of characters in Smash. They're all good. DMC5. How do I feel about the microtransactions? I actually made a video on that, so you guys just check out DMC5. Great great. DMC5 has microtransactions. I don't like it, but if you want the full gist of that, just type in Devil May Cry 5 on my channel, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You know. So, Deathwoods Cassidy says, not exactly a question, but I feel that Soulja Boy should have marketed his console with the tagline such as crank that 4K or something, purely for the lulz. Yeah, you know what the funny thing is? Apparently he's selling some consoles. I mean, I don't know how much, he hasn't revealed how much his sales are, or, you know, kind of what's going on there. But with Soulja Boy, man, listen, I made my videos. I think I'm done. So yeah. Party Man says people like the negativity of certain consoles they don't like instead of the positives. Well, exactly. Jade says some people just can't let it go. Yeah, exactly. Barefoot Waifu Corn. Okay, Gary D. Why are we fighting each other when we can fight microtransactions? Well, that's the thing. Like, Microtransactions are more of a problem in my opinion, but hey, it is what it is. Right? Shout outs to J Speed with the subscription. Thank you so much, J Speed. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. Everybody in the chat, please welcome J Speed to the village. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. He sells knockoff consoles at a hefty markup. Yeah, and I talked about that, and that's he's gonna get a cease and desist from Nintendo and other companies. He's gonna get a cease and desist. There's PlayStation games on there. There's Sega. There's all these different games. Like, he needs to get a cease and desist. He's going to get one. He can't attach his name to this. When do you think we might see the next Nintendo Direct? I talked about it in a video today. January. Switch It Up says, some people feel the jump in graphics from the PS3 to PS4 wasn't as big as PS2 to PS3. It wasn't. Do you agree? And do you think the next gen will be the same? There's something called that nobody likes to talk about. It's called the law of diminishing returns. And at some point, there's not going to be as big of a jump. You know, at some point, no matter what, once you start improving and improving and improving upon something, there's at some point where you can, your eye just can't tell the difference. And that's kind of what's happening at this point. It's law of diminishing returns. So now you're just going to get better resolutions. You're going to get more detail, but it's not going to be as big of a jump as what we saw with PS2, because PS2 to PS3 was groundbreaking, like tech. It was SD to HD. Now, like, once again, law of diminishing returns. Look it up, guys. It's actually a very, it's fact. There's no other way to look at it outside of fact in terms of what the human eye can see. Now, one of these days, if our eyes somehow become 30 times better and we can see way more colors than when we can actually see, and we can see way more detail than we can actually see, then maybe the law of diminishing returns can be broken. But human eyes have been the same for, what, centuries? Human eyes haven't changed. 20/20 vision is 20/20 vision, and there's been no evolution to our eyes since the hunter-gatherer days or whatever, you know? Our eyes have been our eyes, and people have had amazing eyesight since probably as long as people have lived. Our eyes never evolved. At least in my opinion, our eyes have never evolved. So there's only a certain point. Now, that took a long time, right? With graphics, it took a long time to get to this, but we're getting to that law of diminishing returns, and that's just fact. Let's see here. Tension 2002 says, opinion on Shining Resonance Reframe. Thinking of playing that one after Xenoblade 2. It's okay. I like it. These people keep on calling me. Screw you guys. Deathwitch Cassidy says, players, give me your 3 favorite games of all time if possible. I'm curious. Man, I mean, I can just give you some franchises like Fire Emblem, Smash Brothers, Xenoblade. You know, those are the type of games that I like. You know? Daniel T says, players, it's going to take millions of years for our eyes maybe evolve to be 30 times better than now, if we're still around. I don't know when the sun is blowing up, but yeah. I don't know if the eyes will evolve anything more than what the problem with our eyes evolving is, that there would need to be some type of hardship. There need to be some type of reason. There need to be some type of thing that would cause a chain in people being born for it to evolve a certain way. There would need to be something, and I see more people with glasses than ever before. You know, I see these blue, ultra blue violet lights, all these things that we're looking at. I don't think it's going to be genetically passed down, but maybe it is. You know, I don't see eyesight getting better. I see more and more people with glasses and getting LASIK eye surgery. LASIK is a multi-million-dollar business. You know, getting eye surgery, getting eyeglasses. That's a multi-billion-dollar, in terms of your eyes in general, eye care is a multi-billion-dollar business. So, like, between like sunglasses and between everything, people's eyes are not getting any better. I don't see eyes getting better. So, and I don't think eyes were any different 200 or 300 years ago. I don't think people's eyes were any different then. They might have even been better because they didn't have all these damn things that we're looking at that could cause. I mean, my eyes were not the same way. And I think my eyes have been damaged, maybe a little bit, from video games and from looking and from 3D and from all sorts of crap that I've been looking at my whole life. Eye twitching and things like that. I never got eye twitches as a kid, but in my teenage years, I started getting eye twitching, you know, like, and then once I swear I had blood. I think I might have had blood coming out of my eye one time. Like, I remember I was doing, I got done doing a PE It was a while ago, before I started wearing these glasses. I got done doing a PE live, and I swear to you guys, it was like I activated a damn Sharingan in my eye. Like, you know, after you run out of, like, your chakras running low, and Sasuke goes like, oh, like that, and like the blood runs down, dude. I swear something like that happened. Something happened to my eye in the top corner right here, and it hurt like hell. And that's when I said, enough is enough. I've got to do something about my eyes, you know? So I don't know what the effect of all this crap that we're looking at, and I'll get that donation in just a bit. And now we have people out here strapping freaking VR headsets to themselves and saying, trust me, everything's okay. No, your eyes are fine. You got a damn 720p or 1080p thing strapped to your head, and you're doing this, and you're trying to sit here and tell me that your eyes are okay with that? No, I don't care. You can bring in every single expert. It is not a good idea to strap some damn thing to your face and start looking around with 3D and things coming at you. That is not a good idea. I don't care what any expert tries to say. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. That's not going to make your eyes any better. I think that's going to damage your eyes. I think that's going to be problems. I don't care what any expert says. Strapping a damn thing to your face and playing PlayStation VR is not a good idea. In my opinion, it's not a good idea for your eyes, and it's not good. I don't care what experts say. No, it's not. Anyway, Tension 2002 said, donated $5, says, great stream, going to bed, but I want to hear one more, or One Winged Angel before I go. Absolutely. Let's go and get that going for you. Thank you, Tension. I appreciate that. One Winged Angel is pretty long though, just letting you know. So it's like 7 minutes. So I don't know if you'll be able to finish the whole stream or whatever. But yeah. That's what everybody tells me when I talk about, you know, when I talk about VR and all that. I'm like, I don't know if that's good for your eyes. I don't think that's a good idea for your eyes. And then, you know, oh no, it's fine. Everybody said, no, I don't know. Show me some proof. Where's the long-term proof that strapping a freaking PSVR or an Oculus or anything like that, where's the proof that that stuff won't damage your eyes in the long run? There is no proof, because that stuff just got started now. There is no proof. So you can't sit here and tell me that it's okay. How do you know? No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. All right, let me know how the music sounds, guys. All right, take it easy, G5. No, I don't think the PS5 is going to be dead on arrival. No. No. I hope you saw the doctor after that. Yeah, I went to the eye doctor after that. You said, I concur. My eyesight isn't anywhere near as good as it was when I was like 7. Yeah. Hello, what did I miss? Just finished working. Yeah, you missed almost the whole stream. We're in random Q&A. If you guys have questions, keep on asking me questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you guys. Daniel T says, yep, gotta agree with you on that one. VR might cause damage after long-term exposure. Exactly. Nobody can give me data for long-term exposure. What if you play VR for 2 hours a day, every single day, for 10 years? What's the data on that? There is no data. There's zero data. Dick Meme Center says, player says, could we see Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3 collection to hold us for Dragon Quest 11? I don't think so. How does the music sound, guys? Is it too loud? Not loud enough? Damon, Ex Machina release date. I'm thinking it's gonna come like maybe spring or summer. Alonzo Fine says, do you think Capcom will do physical versions of Resident Evil ports next year? I think it's already digital. But they might do like a collection, and maybe we get like half of it physical, the rest of it not physical. Sounds perfect. All right. Elging says Dragon Quest 3 remake is more likely to happen. Here's what I do know about remakes, guys. I'm just saying I don't know because I don't want to get your hopes up. But what I do know is that they did test it out in Unreal Engine 4. Like remaking some of the original ones and stuff like that. I'm very hyped for Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is my favorite. Fire Emblem Awakening is my favorite game of all time. Your message says, questions, do you think we're going to get something else like a Nintendo Direct? Absolutely, I think we're going to get a Nintendo Direct early in the year. Yeah, why not? I don't know what you talk about, Deathwish Cassidy. My thoughts on Ys 8 seemingly be a PS4 exclusive. This is what Falcom does. I don't know why. My thoughts are whatever. If they don't want to put it on Switch right now at this point, they're a small company. They can't put it on there. That's fine. I don't really care. If they want to put it on Switch, they put it on Switch. If they don't, they don't. I don't really have any one way or not like any. Oh, I'm not gonna start crying. Oh, Falcom and all that. I don't care. If they want to put it on Switch, they put it on Switch. If they don't, they don't. If they put it on Switch, it's a cop. If they don't want to put it on Switch, it's not a cop. I don't buy RPGs on PS4 anymore like that. Like an RPG like Ys, I'm not gonna sit there and buy it on PS4 and play. Like I'd rather be able to play it anywhere that I want. So if they want to put it on, like to me, it's not in the same tier as like a Kingdom Hearts or like a something else, you know. Whereas like those games were being in development well before the Switch was like a thing. I don't mind that, but like if they're gonna sit there and say, oh well, we're only gonna put it on PS4, I'll just wait for the Switch version, just like the last Ys game, you know. Let's see here. Alonzo Vine says, well, never mind. I already read that. Oh, never mind. No, that was a new one. Urameshi says, like announcing dates for Ninjala and Ninja Box. I mean, those could come in a direct. Yeah, they could. Alonzo Vine says, you think Capcom going to do a Mega Man Legacy Collection thing with one game on the cart and make us download the rest? Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Daniel T says, do you think Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was announced and developed eons ago, will be released on PS4 or PS5? I think it'll be a cross-gen. Whatever. I guess Falcom doesn't want money. Exactly. If they don't want the money, that's fine. Falcom's a weirdo. They're a weirdo company. Like I said, I don't deal with weirdo. I don't like dealing with weirdo companies. Like I don't have strong opinions, like feelings on weirdo companies or toxic people. Like I said, going forward, guys, this is what I need all of you guys to do. Toxic people in your life, if you can get rid of them in terms of just stepping away, not anything bad, of course, get rid of them. You don't need toxic people in your life. If situations are too hard for you and you can't find your way out of it, or someone's trying to make your life a living hell or trying to cost you this and that, you don't need it. You can move on. Don't worry. It'll all come back. Whatever happens will come back to them. It's called karma. Karma isn't fake. Karma is real. You know what I'm saying? So karma will get back to anybody. Move on. And to me, I'm almost thinking I can apply those same knowledges to Falcom. If Falcom wants to make a game, they make a game. If they don't, then they don't. If they want to put it on PS4 only, that's fine. Let them do it. I don't care. So, MP6 channel, who just subscribed today? What's up, MP6 channel? Thanks for coming out to the stream and subscribing. I appreciate that. Says, do you expect more unannounced multi-platform titles coming to the Switch a day and date with PS4? Yeah, there'll be more. We're gonna get a lot of ports though, because there's still a lot of games that developers want to put on the Switch that they weren't able to put on the Switch this year. So we're gonna get a lot of ports as well. But I don't think we're gonna see like a ton, like every single PS4, Xbox One game that gets announced with the Switch version too. Day and date. So yeah, that's my thoughts. TD says, do you think Marvelous should have released a new Senran Kagura game for the Switch since it's coming to Steam and the censored version on PS4? They can do whatever they want. They already released Senran Kagura Reflections or whatever on the Switch, so if they want to make another one, they'll probably make another one on Switch at some point. So. Will you play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on stream when it releases? Yeah, I will. Alright, take it easy, Tension. Thanks for coming out to the stream, and thank you for the $5 donation, man. I really appreciate you using Streamlabs too. Thank you. What are your thoughts on Final Fantasy Remake? Final Fantasy VII Remake? My thoughts are it's taking forever. Your mission says, Players says, Preach, are you going to be on the Switch tonight streaming Smash, I think? I streamed for 4 hours last night, guys. I got to do the podcast tonight. I think I'm going to take it easy. I kind of had I can't talk about anything else, but I kind of had a little bit, like I said, dealing with some things. So I'm kind of burnt out today, to be honest. Kind of mentally taxed a little bit. So I don't know if I feel like streaming afterwards, but I mean, I don't think so, but I might. I don't think so though. We'll see though. Follow me on Twitter. I might just to release some stress. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and then I'm gonna make a video for you guys tomorrow morning. And then I'll probably be on Smash after the podcast. Then I'll probably be on Smash after the podcast if I'm feeling okay. Just depends. I'm kind of tired though because I woke up really early this morning. I woke up like at 5 something in the morning because I had to be somewhere by 8:30. So yeah. I only have a Switch. LOL. There's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of games to play on the Switch. See you, OJ. See you guys for the podcast later. All right, J2 Blue. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. You guys have any more questions? I guess we can kind of stop it right here if you guys are done with the questions. Player says, was Think Casual Arena? What do you mean, Urameshi? Was Think Casual Arena? What does that mean? You have a question? Tag me at Player Essence and let me know. What do you think needs to be done to get Mother Series back in action? I don't think there's anything that can be done to get Mother Series back in action. It's whether Nintendo wants to do it or not. All right, take it easy, Jetty. Thanks for coming out to the stream, homie. You got a question? Tag me at Player Essence and ask your question. WeAm Gamer says whatever works fine with them. Yep. We need to have a Mario Kart tournament though, guys. We still need to do that bonus Mario Kart tournament. Deathwoods Cassidy says, how many physical Switch games do you have? I'm sitting at around 60. I have 20 something physical, 20 something or so. It's hard because I have some like Fire Emblems up there, so like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, 20 to 30. I've got like 70 or 80 games on my Switch though, something like that. Got it. Which game is the Mother series was released for the Super Nintendo? I only played that one. That's just Earthbound. Earthbound. The original Earthbound. Alright, take it easy, Harry. I haven't heard of the manga Gantz. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. I meant, hold up. I meant if you feel up to it later, get a few together just for fun matches in Smash. Yeah. If I'm feeling up to it, we had 4 hours last night, so I mean, I might. I'm thinking about maybe. I need to get some. I always not like to say anything right now because I might need to make a video after the podcast, but I think I'll have enough time to do the podcast by 5, and then still make a video for you guys in between. Edit a video in between. Like if I just take like a little short break, like maybe get something to eat, or maybe not. Maybe just make a video right now. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, I'll probably just make a video right after this. I'll make a video. Yeah, we should be able to play some Smash tonight. It just depends. I think I'll be okay though. Dante says, to be honest, I respect people like you who a lot remind me of my cousin who introduced me into anime when I was 6. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Quest for Glory Gamer. Good to see you here, man. Says, did you get my message about Dust Elysian Tale release in February? Yeah, I did, and that pisses me off, dude. Like, I don't want to wait like 5 or 6 months afterwards to get my physical copy when the game was already available digital. You know, it's like I don't know if I'll ever like buy from limited run games again, and I get it, you know, but maybe they should sell closer to the time period that they're gonna release the game. Like, I'm sitting there waiting. I wanted to play Dust Elysian Tale. And then I'm sitting there waiting for the game. And I know that they probably already said that it's going to be around like February or whatever. But still, man, I don't know if I'm going to do like, I don't know if I'm going to like buy the games and wait that long. Or I'll just see if I can like get a digital copy. Like that's the only thing is like, I'm probably just going to buy a digital copy now too. Hype for the bro. I don't get hyped for like anime movies at all. I'll watch it, but I don't get hyped for them. Dust is a fantastic game. I finished it 3 times. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I know. I wanted to play it too, but whatever. Let's see. Never forget that Game & Watch combo last night. Bro. Dude, that Game & Watch combo was amazing. Shout outs to Master Dragon 7V with the host. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude. That game, dude, I don't even know what I know what I did, but it was, bro. That combo was filthy. And then also the what's it called? I JV, for those who weren't there last night, I JV 4-stocked Abaddon. I JV 4-stocked him, which I didn't even know anybody can do in this game. Smash Ultimate, because attacks come out so fast and this game is so offensive oriented, it's so easy to hit somebody in this game. Even against a really good player, you're gonna get hit. You know, you're gonna get hit in this game. And that's what good fighting games do. They make it to where it's not so defensive to where you can't get, like, you know, to where the person can just defend and not get hit. But yeah, we had 3 stocks and I fought against Abaddon's Toon Link. And I was pit, right? And Abaddon did not touch me. He did not get one hit on me throughout the whole time. So that was interesting. So that was really interesting. Given how the development of Final Fantasy VII Remake is going, do you think they could be reworking it to be able to release on Switch as well after releasing on PS4 first? No, I don't think so. The dude Sama. I don't think so. But it could. Anything could happen. It's an Unreal Engine 4 game, so anything could happen. Or, you know, or it could be on the next Switch. You know, who knows? It's really being able to recover without taking damage. Well, the thing about it is that Abaddon never got me off of the stage. He never hit me, so he was just. It was a JV4 stock, which is just nuts. JV4 stock is nuts on Smash Ultimate. I've already played Bastion back on the Xbox 360, but I'm gonna pick it up on the Switch. I'm gonna pick up Transistor as well too. So yeah. Yeah, that was nuts. That was. You gotta. Can we all pour one out? Does anybody? What emotes do we got here? Can we all? Is there like a drink emote or like a? There's definitely a drink emote on here. Can we all pour one out for Abaddon's? Toon Link. We need to pour one out for that. That Toon Link is dead, dude. I don't think Abaddon's ever gonna use Toon Link again. I think I permanently retired his Toon Link. That was like a chillin' versus Leffen. That was a my B, dude. This man's Toon Link is dead. Is dead. Never again. Press F to pay respects for this man's Toon Link. Abaddon, he can hit me with other characters. Abaddon's not a horrible player or anything. He's a good player in Smash, but man, his Toon Link was fraudulent. Like the most fraudulent. Abaddon's Toon Link was the most fraudulent Toon Link I've ever seen in my life. I have never seen a more fraudulent Toon Link in my life than that Toon Link right there. That was the most. I recently picked up Teen Link. Which one's Teen Link? There's Young Link, Toon Link, and then regular Link. I think you meant Toon Link. Ripped it. Yeah, that man's Toon Link was fraudulent. Man. It was so funny too because after I took 2 stocks, I was like, oh snap, I can get a JV4 stock here. Let me try real hard not to get hit. At first I was just coasting through and I was like, all right, he's going to hit me at some point. But then it got to the point after I took 2 stocks, I was like, oh, snap, I can get a JV4 stock here. I'm going to do it. So I tried really hard not to get hit. Let's see here. I missed most of it. How did you get the JV4? Basically, he didn't, like, we were playing 3 stocks, right, Chuba? And then he didn't hit me. He was just basically, he was picking Toon Link. And the biggest problem of what he was doing, he was like, whenever I was picking Pit, he would float down and land with laggy aerials and not kind of like spam Toon Link's quick stuff. He was also doing like the down B from really like far away. So like he'd be above the screen and I'd be like over here. And like I would run right here and I was like easily baiting him. Like even if I was just like running, anytime that I ran underneath him, he'd do a down B. But he wouldn't wait till like he was close. He would do it to where he was like really high above the stage and he would just come like screaming down, or not down B, down. I think it's down A for Toon Link. He would just come screaming down with the dare, and I would just grab him and punish him, grab him and punish him, grab him and punish him. And then he would also, like when he wasn't doing dare, he was just like floating like I'd be like right here. He'd just be like floating right by me and trying to hit me. So then I would just kind of like micro walk, like walk a little bit one way, then come back and forward smash him. You know, so that's essentially what I was just doing. And it got to the point to where he just kept on repeating the same pattern. And it was the most predictable. No fast falls, no projectile spam. I didn't have to reflect. I mean, he could have easily, I mean, just shooting an arrow could have caught me with the arrow every now and then, you know. He wasn't doing any of that. So it just became a really easy JV4 stock, which was interesting. Yeah, and I get it. Yeah, he had no idea how to play him. He didn't have any idea how to play him. But how many, dude? I have no idea how to play like Isabel, you know, and I got a hit. And like I was using random characters that whole night, and I didn't get JV4 stocked. I have no idea how to play half the characters that I was playing last night. I had to learn how to play there and then. That's why I was getting beat a lot of the times too. I was just using random characters, you know. But you guys know, like in Smash 4, like the game is so defensive. A JV3 stock could happen a lot, right? But this game is so offensive with Smash Ultimate. I thought it was interesting that a JV4 stock happened because the game is so offensive. Characters have such good priority and like frame data, like with jabs and stuff like that. Like shield grabs are nerfed and everything. So I mean, you can kill faster in this game though, so there is that. Isabel is really good. I just don't like her and I don't know how to use her. I got my first JV4, but 2 stocks were SDs, but I take it. See, that's the thing with this is that these weren't SDs though. So this was a true JV4 stock. Like I don't take like if I got a JV4 stock and the person SD'd, it's like okay, you know, they got 2 SDs, whatever. You still we take those. But am I gonna sit there and say, "Oh yeah, JV4 stock"? Nah, they SD twice, you know. But there was no SDs here. There was no SDs here. He was just getting bopped. He was just like I said, Abaddon's a good player. Abaddon can play. You know, he's definitely not a horrible or super garbage player or anything like that. He can play. He can use Game & Watch. He can use Kirby a bit. He can use Pac-Man. You know, I mean, like he's not hating on him as a player. As a player, he's fine. It's just that his Toon Link, that's who I'm hating on. His Toon Link should never be. Anytime that Abaddon. First of all, you guys need to go subscribe to Abaddon. Look up Abaddon Smith. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. But anytime Abaddon turns on his Switch, Toon Link's name should be just blocked out. It should just be missing. It should be like it should just not be there. He should not have access to Toon Link. You know, unless like somebody goes on a different profile, they have access to him. That's fine. But Abaddon should not have access to Toon Link. Like that he should not have access to that character. It should literally be missing. If you get JV4 stock with that character, it should be missing from your screen, and you should have to do something to earn it back. You know? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking with that though. I'm just joking, guys. Any other questions? I guess I can answer questions for about another 8 more minutes, make it at 2 hours. What am I going to talk about for tomorrow? Where's some news? Uh-oh, the Steam Winter Sale is coming. Or the Steam Winter Sale is already here. Yep, the Steam Winter Sale is here. Time to buy games that you'll never play, guys. Let's boot up Steam. Okay, JKJ or whatever your name is. I remember JV5ing this guy at Melee. He threw his controller at me. Oh, snap. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy, dude. All right. So, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this Steam sale, shall we, guys? What's good? Yakuza 0 for 13 bucks. XCOM for 14 bucks. XCOM 2. See, is there Assassin's Creed franchise? Assassin's Creed Odyssey for $29.99. Assassin's Creed Origins for $19.79. So cheap Assassin's Creed games, Rogue and all those, Unity are all cheap. Liberation HD, cheap, all cheap. What else we got? Puyo Puyo Tetris is cheap. Sword Art Online is cheap, 14 bucks. 40 bucks for Soul Calibur. Monster Hunter World is $39. The Division, Tom Clancy's The Division is $7.49. Hellblade is $14. I don't know. I might pick that one up. VR games. Have the Sonic franchise. Sales on that. Resident Evil franchise is cheaper. What do they got in Resident Evil? The Breach. Early access. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is 77 cents on Steam right now. You can get everything for $14. Operation Raccoon City, $5.99. Resident Evil 6 is $7.99. The complete pack of Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 5 is $4.99. There's a bunch of Resident Evil games, just super cheap. Super cheap for a bunch of Resident Evil games. Arkham franchise, Doom franchise is on sale too. Grand Theft Auto, Street Fighter. The Witcher 3 is $20, the Game of the Year edition. Luminous Remaster on Switch is like $9 and some change. What? Is it really? It's $9 on Switch right now? I'm gonna buy that. Is it really $9 on Switch? Yo. Pretty good stuff. Okay. $9. Stardew Valley is $11 on Steam, but I would just buy it on Switch. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's $29.99 is not bad for that game, but it's just digital. Dragon Quest 11 is $35.99 on Steam. So if you want that. The Steam controller is $24, which I hate the Steam controller. I hate that controller with passion. Hollow Knight is $9.89 on Steam. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get anything here. Wolfenstein, $20. Tomb Raider, the newest Tomb Raider game is $29.99. That's still too expensive. Black Clover is $24.99. Valkyria Chronicles 4 is $29.99. Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment is $9.99. That's really it. I mean, I don't know if there's anything that great, to be honest. I mean, they're okay. Dying Light is, I guess, $15 for Dying Light. So yeah. Any other good Steam sales going on? Oh, there's a huge eShop sale. All right, let's check it out. How much time? We got 3 minutes left. Let's boot up. Let's see if we can boot up the eShop and we can talk about this before I go. So you guys said the Luminous or Luminis or whatever it's called is Luminous. How do you say it? Is $9. Might cop that for $9. There's a game that's literally 1 cent. Have you heard of Evo? Is it Evoland 2? That game is awesome. What I've heard of that name, but what does it actually do? Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Detroit not being an RPG either. Yeah, Detroit won RPG of the Year. I made a video on it. Detroit won RPG of the Year from the Australians Game Board or whatever. Detroit's not an RPG. All right. Great deals. Bounty Bob is trash. I want my 1 cent back. All right, so Diablo 3 is $39. Overcooked is $18. I'm going over the good games. Rocket League is $9.99. Okami is $15. Monster Hunter Generations is $44.99. Crash is $25. Mega Man Legacy Collection's $15. X Legacy Collection's $15. Mercenaries Wings is $10. Street Fighter Collection Anniversary Collection is $25.99. Resident Evil Revelations is $13.99. Where is the Luminous game? Mark of Ninja Remastered. My brother is really high on that game. He really loves this game. I might want to check this one out too, Mark of Ninja. Anybody played Mark of Ninja Remastered? Grim Fandango, the remastered, is $4.99. Fear Effect is $4.99. Rock and Roll Racing Off-Road DX is $3.99. Rive is $7.49. Mark of Ninja is so good. Chasm. I heard about this game, Chasm. Is this game? Has anybody played this game called Chasm? Is it good? Where's the Lumines or whatever remastered game, dude? It's not. It's like it's freaking buried on here. Battle, dude. There's a ton of games on sale, man. Yeah, well, there's a lot of games, and it's gonna take me way too long to go through all these ones here. Moonlighter. I don't like, guys. I'm not a big fan of like, what are those type of games like, rogue games where you start all over. Moonlighter's like that. I'm done. After Dead Cells, I'm done with those type of games, man. I'm done. You're done. I'm done. I'm not playing those type of games anymore. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I'll look it up later. I thought it'd be like one of the top ones, but it's not. Chasm is like a roguelike Castlevania. Dude, I'm done with rogue. If it's a rogue game, I'm done. I'm not playing rogue games anymore. They waste my time. Because if I play them on stream, I just keep on dying and then I don't get my stuff. If I play them by myself, I keep on dying. I don't get my stuff. I'm done. I'm done with rogue games, dude. I'm done. Is it Moonlighter like Stardew Valley? I don't think so. Stardew Valley is that's like a farming type of game, like with some combat in there. I don't think it's the same type of game. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Once again, guys, for the information that I gave you guys, Super Meat Boy or Cuphead, I'm not really big on those games either, but whatever. For the information that I gave you guys, man, like the advice, that's just my advice that I gave to you guys, you know, about toxic people and stuff, just what I'm trying to, you know, do my best. So hopefully you guys, you know, took it in. Hopefully you guys got some knowledge out from it. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, or we'll be back later tonight with the PE podcast, 5 o'clock p.m. PT. That is 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be back with the PE podcast. So we'll see you guys then. You know what? I'm not feeling my best. So I'm gonna make a pizza right now. I have a pizza I'm gonna make a pizza. I'm gonna make a pizza. I'm gonna eat it, and then I'm gonna work on the video. So I might not stream tonight. I might, just depends. But I'm gonna relax and make a pizza and chill for a bit. Just doing my best to just keep moving day at a time. So anyway. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys, remember, tonight, PE Podcast. Make sure you guys come out. We've got a special guest. Stealth will be joining us tonight. So make sure you guys look out for that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.